Even in solitude, when anxiety presses in, know that my spirit breathes peace over you. You are not abandoned, no matter how alone you may feel. Through my presence, I offer you refuge, a quiet space at the core of your being where hope, joy, and courage blossom anew. Sit with me here, in the stillness. Let my arms hold you until fear's grip is loosed, and your heart finds its rhythm in my faithfulness. You need not carry your burdens alone, for I am the lifter of your head, the one who sees every sorrow and celebrates every joy with you. I am delighted in your longing for more, for it is a seed I have planted within you, a sign of my spirit drawing you ever closer. Do not despise your questions. Instead, let them lead you into greater intimacy with me. There are answers that will come in time, and answers that will wait, but the real treasure is discovered in our shared journey, the growing trust, the secret strength, the unfolding of your true self in the light of my unchanging devotion. You have come, searching for answers that your heart scarcely knows how to voice, longing to uncover the threads of hope I have woven through your life. You may sometimes wonder if your prayers drift unheard, or if your efforts are as seeds scattered on dry ground. Let me reassure you, not a single whisper escapes my notice. Every yearning, every unspoken word finds its home in my heart long before you find the courage to express it. Even in moments when silence hangs heavy and you sense distance between us, I am closer than your next breath, attentive to every detail of your inner world. It is not the loud, boastful accomplishments that move my heart, but the quiet resilience you show in days of doubt, the gentle attempt to rise again after stumbling. I know the cost of your private battles, the resolve it takes each day to choose kindness over resentment, faith over fear. Let me remind you that I am the gardener who tends your soul with unwavering patience. My hands nurture even what seems dormant, coaxing shoots of new possibility from the soil of forsaken dreams. Trust that no labor is wasted, and that what you perceive as seasons of fallow ground are, more often, seasons of preparation. I am shaping you for fullness beyond your current understanding, cultivating endurance and depth that simple ease could never grant you. Do not despise your limitations or small beginnings. There is room for growth in weakness that strength alone cannot supply. I do not value you by the number of your achievements or the applause of others, but by the courage you show in the shadows, by the precious authenticity that emerges when you believe only I am watching. When you feel weary, tempted to lay aside your hope and settle for a life of safe predictability, I invite you instead to rest and to surrender all your striving to my faithful hands. My provision is not transactional. You do not earn my favor by relentless effort. Rather, I invite you to abide in me, to let my presence be your dwelling where restoration is constant and love flows freely. When worry and regret begin to press in, recall that I hold tomorrow just as securely as I hold today, and that nothing escapes my sovereign, loving gaze. You are not at the mercy of fate or fortune, for I am the one who sets the seasons and writes the story of your life with deliberate care. Consider how a child trusts the embrace of a parent, how little ones are content in the arms that lift them. That is how I wish you would come to me, with simple trust, unhindered by fear that you must somehow earn my attention. Let go of the compulsion to fix every flaw before entering my presence. Church walls, ritual words, and outward appearances do not determine your welcome. I am drawn to the sincerity of your heart, to the moments when you bring me your truth instead of your perfection. It is in your honest confession, not your careful mask, that I meet you most tenderly. I see beyond every shell you build, understanding motivations and wounds invisible even to you. My love does not falter in the face of your doubts or your mistakes. Like a sculptor who sees beauty within an unformed stone, I vision what you will become, patiently guiding your transformation. At times, the shaping may feel sharp. Letting go of old identities can be uncomfortable and frightening, but trust me, what I carve away is never to harm, but always to reveal the greater glory I planted in you from the beginning. Yielding to my work is not abandonment of your value, but a recognition of how precious you are, that I would invest so much care in your becoming. There are threads of pain and disappointment in your story, moments when trust was broken or hope deferred. I grieve these wounds with you, for I am not indifferent to your suffering. My compassion is a well that never runs dry, and I hold your tears as treasures, each one marked by my comfort. I am not merely the observer of your sorrows. I entered your world, identifying with all your fragility and loss. I do not ask you to ignore what hurts or to quickly move on, but to let me sit beside you in the ache, to let my healing seep into places you are afraid to acknowledge. I am not here to lecture, but to shoulder the burden with you. In your journey, there will be many paths, some smooth, some tangled with thorns. Do not fear the unfamiliar, for I go ahead to prepare your way. Even when the road takes unexpected turns, or disappointment clouds your vision, I have not abandoned you. I am the shepherd who leads, not by shouting from a distance, but by walking before you, calling you by name. When you cannot see what lies beyond the next bend, lean into the assurance that I know the landscape of your future. Every valley you traverse is encompassed by my promise, and every mountain you face appears smaller from my vantage. Where you see only obstacles, I see opportunities for trust to take root and bloom. Like sunlight dappling through leaves, my joy is not diminished by the shadows that flicker across your days. I delight